Hi friends, Mindy here. This is part 2 of the journal that I created using the Easter Mega Pack from Bythewell4god along with the neutral paper pack that they released kind of mid-month. And I went ahead and I did add a few pockets and glued a few things down just off camera that I didn't feel like, would be too exciting to watch me gluing down these little file folders and whatever, but I am going to now fill all of these pockets. So I started with some Tim Holtz ephemera that I had in my stash. These are just some journaling cards, and I want them to be able to, write on the back, and some of the backgrounds are just kind of busy. So what I'm going to do is actually glue this down to some coffee dyed paper, and that way I have the beautiful like collage surface on the front and then a writing space on the back. And then I'll just trim that down and go around that with some archival ink in ground espresso. And then I thought about adding that cute little bird, but I decided not to. I'm just going to leave that one just like it is. And then I added one of these little index cards to my little mini file folder there. I added a fabric flip there, some lace, and then I used one of the journaling cards, the one that did not have the scripture on it, as a little corner tuck spot here with the feather. I just really love these pieces. I think they're so beautiful. And so I just tucked another journaling card in there, and that one has plenty of good writing space on the back, so it should be fine. And then we have another little file folder here. This one is just kind of in the, I glued it down so that it could be a tuck spot as well. So you have the pocket from the file folder, and then I only glued it on two sides, so you have a tuck spot behind that too. And then on this journaling card, I decided to add this cute little bird. So I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges of him. I left a little bit of the white so that you could really see him, so he could pop up, but I felt like he needed something else. So I'm adding this label. This is actually a label from Junk Journal Studio that I had in my stash, and I'm just going to kind of give him something to ground him on this journaling card so he's not just kind of floating there all alone. The colors were pretty similar, so I just felt like it helped him, kind of stand out a little bit more. And then I created a couple of these little side tuck spots from the leftovers when I created this journal. And then I had this tag in my stash from a while back that I had created, and I'm just going to add this little bird to the front of that and tuck that in this little side spot. Here's a little bit of some fabric that I had just kind of rumpled and then I stapled it onto that vellum. And then this journaling card, or this file folder, I actually did a wrap around, so it's kind of a pocket on both sides. On that one side I had some coffee dyed paper, and then this one is a Tim Holtz journaling card that I'm just going to tuck in there. And then I felt like the card needed a little bit of something, so he's going to get a little bird friend as well. I just think those little birds are so cute. And then I have this journaling card, and it's kind of a little bit darker, but I really like how it just kind of pulls all of those kind of pinks and neutral colors together. But again, the backside has this collage element to it, so I'm going to put some coffee dyed paper on the back of that, so there's plenty of writing space there as well. Lots of writing space in this journal. Here's another little side tuck, so I'm going to add another piece. This is something else I just had in my stash I created a long time ago. I'm going to use the little nest on this one, and these again are all from the Easter Mega Pack, and I will put my affiliate link down below in case you're interested. And then another journaling card that was just in my stash that I created a long time ago, and the colors just worked, so I'm going to add this little bird to that one. And again, that same file folder is kind of tucked with, so it makes it like a double pocket. And then another journaling card from this, again, from my stash that I created out of a collage master board. And then I'm just rounding the corners on that. I'm going to add this little bird on there, and then he's going to get tucked in behind that. This is another one of those journaling cards, the ones that did not have the scripture. I just used them as pockets in this journal. So now I'm going to come back through with some of these stencils. These are a few stencils from Bythewell4god that have been released through the years, and I am using my ground espresso, and I'm doing this on the coffee dyed paper. I just want to add a little bit of interest. I'm not looking to make these so decorative. I usually have some coffee dyed paper that kind of has designs in it, but I was just kind of all out of that. And so this is a way to kind of get that look without having to go through that process. And so I'm just going to add some different stencils here and there throughout. Again, not a lot. I'm using like the doily one, just to add some interest in a few different places. You can still write over it. You'll still be able to read your writing, all kinds of those things. I just went down the side on that one. This one is one that had a design, so I didn't feel like I needed to do that. And then like this page, because there's nothing on the facing page, this just helps give this a little bit more interest. And there was no rhyme or reason. I just kind of went through page by page and just added whichever stencil felt like the right one to do at that time. And this is kind of how I work through journals. I'm kind of flipping back and forth all the time, just deciding what I feel like needs to go where to kind of balance out all of the elements throughout the journal. In terms of pockets, in terms of the stenciling, I want to make sure that I have those repeated elements in several places to make it more cohesive from the journal. And this one I decided to do a little bit at the top and the bottom. And then again, just kind of flipping through, making sure I get everything just where I want to. I'm going to do a little bit more on this page. I think I really like this stencil as well, and just gives a little bit of interest when you're flipping through. So I did also go back through my Tim Holtz ephemera, and I'm just going to now go back through these little file folder pockets and just fill in with a couple little pieces of ephemera that kind of match some, those kind of blues and pinks, and then it just gives a little bit of interest and something else in each of these pockets besides just the journaling card. And then of course those pieces can be used elsewhere in the journal. So I'm going to do a little quick flip through here. You can kind of see I have the journaling cards and these little tickets and ephemera pieces tucked in there. And then, some I added and then extra to, and some I didn't, but I really like those little file folders because they hold quite a bit in them. So again, just showing you the final look. There's that coffee dyed paper that I added. I kind of thought maybe I needed to add something on that page, and then I decided against it. And then another little fabric side tuck there, and this is going to basically be it. So this was just a really simple journal, but these papers are beautiful. I will try to, like I said, put my affiliate link down below. Thank you to those of you who use that link. I really do appreciate that. It really does help me out. And if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.